Does the camera have to be on green?
No. All right, guys, give it a whirl. Like, see if we're on.
Hey guys, are we live? If we are live and anyone is on Wine to Me livecast, please let us know. We're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's a good way to start our first podcast.
Absolutely. Now you know what to expect.
Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way, actually.
No, for sure.
If things were going smoothly, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be like, no. People know me. They know I'm not perfect.
Welcome to our train. I hope you're entertained.
All right, here's to you.
Here's to you.
So we're live, Mr. Producer?
Yeah, you're good.
We're right on. Right on.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Well, for those that you missed it earlier, welcome to Wine to Me. This is Amanda Shepard.
This is Ricki Shepard.
Thanks for joining us on our very first podcast. We're off to a great start.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
This is better than I anticipated already.
But in case you were wondering why we have the same last names, it's because we are sister-in-laws. We met through a mutual friend, a.k.a. my husband, her brother. And we hit it off almost immediately. Well, not immediately. There was a couple stumbling blocks before we really got to know each other.
What were they, Ricki?
Well, starting with, I'd never seen you before. So when I started dating your brother, his profile pic was a picture of you and him. Or it might not have been like his profile pic, but it was somewhere on Facebook because obviously I was Facebook stalking him when we first started dating. And I'm like,
legit.
Yeah, I was like, who is the guy who I'm into? He's like in a picture with this gorgeous girl. And I'm like, oh, I was mad. I was so mad. I'm still kind of mad when I think about it. I mean, now I know the truth.
We're beautiful people.
Yeah.
We come from good genes.
Yeah.
No, I remember you telling me that story and I was like, she thinks I'm pretty.
But here we are, two people on the surface that have, besides your brother, have nothing in common. Well,
nothing?
Well, on the surface, like we have different tastes in music, clothes, hairstyle, men, you name it. We're different and opposite in almost any way, but we do have to share that common love of wine, and that's
Here's
what
to you.
Here's to you, and that's what kind of drew us together.
Yeah, I think the first time that we really were like in a group setting, or just like you and I, whatever, you offered me a glass of wine, and I was like,
That's
yes,
how I won her over.
So every situation we're in, it's like, okay. We do have a love of wine, and we share a lot over wine. That's how we kind of came up with this idea, and thought that it would be fun, just a fun way to kind of get it all out there to everyone else and have some fun with it and laugh and share some things that we think are so interesting, and hopefully you do too. You might be bored out of your mind. I don't know yet, but yeah.
Give us some feedback. We want to know.
We definitely want to know.
So every week we are going to feature a wine or two, or maybe even three. We'll see what happens. And also talk about our wine of the week, meaning WHINE, what's driving us insane this week. So we'll be looking for feedback and input on our Facebook page or Gmail account. What wines you want us to taste next week, what you want us to talk about with you.
What you want to whine about. This is a wine to me. So we can whine all you want and whine all you want. Here's to you.
Here's to you. We actually have a couple of emails already, some topic matters that we'll discuss. But first, let's get down to it. Let's talk about our wine.
Absolutely. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah. What's your wine this week?
So my wine is it says Boga. It's a Pinot Grigio.
I love that bottle though.
Yeah. That was why I chose it, because it's classy, like Applebee's. What's that song?
Applebee's on a date night?
Yes.
That's like us. We're classy. With our middle shelf wine. That's us.
You're welcome.
Classy.
It is an award-winning wine, but yes, I chose it because of the bottle, because it's amazing, and this is right now my favorite wine. You would think because of winter that it would be a red, which I drink a lot of, but I do like the Pinot Grigio, and I bought it for the bottle. And I want to open it. I've been dying to open this lid, and I want to see if it's a cork. Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it's a corky. So yeah, that's my choice this week. Can't wait to open it.
I can just say though, as much as I like this bottle with that lid on there, if I saw it in my kitchen, I'd be thinking it was a bottle of, what's the fancy water that I never buy?
Yes. Yeah.
Boss.
Thank you, producer Terry. Boss. And I'm just like, I'm just down the whole thing.
Yeah, it's skinny and sleek, like me.
Like us.
Like us, for sure.
Me. Don't leave me out of that.
I'm sorry. I
It's all good. I understand. It's okay.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm going to have a little sip of wine and forget about it.
Me too. Okay. So, what about you, Ricki? Tell us about your bottle.
Well, mine isn't as fancy and high class as yours.
Fancy like Applebee's. Fancy like Applebee's.
So I have a local winery, Buck Creek Winery.
Heard of it, for sure.
Also a Pinot Grigio. So I can't wait to open this and kind of compare the two Pinot Grigios against each other. But like you, I usually choose a red in the winter time, and I'm sure we'll get to plenty of reds as well. But I thought this would be a great way to promote some of the local wineries and check out their goods, and also because this is like right down the street from our house. So laziness. I chose this out of laziness.
Now, did you go there to buy this, or were you able to purchase it in a local store?
Well, actually, neither this time. Although
Buck Creek Winery. It's in Acton, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right down 74, like you're going to the casino.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't buy it there or at a local grocer. I actually got it at the home show. Oh, which makes me think I brought a gift for you to celebrate the first podcast here.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Thank you, Ricki.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. I saw this and I thought of you. And I'm an easy sell, so I'll let you open this. It says
so
Vineyard Supply Company.
Where did you get it?
At the home show, the same place I got this bottle of wine.
Ooh. Let's see.
Instructions, don't throw those away. You might need those later.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like this is like an unboxing video.
This is exciting.
Do you ever watch this? My grandson watches like kids opening gifts. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell are you watching?
Isn't it fascinating where you'll sit there and watch somebody open stuff on on TikTok or on their videos, and they're opening like whatever things people, and it's fascinating. I hope they're as fascinating.
Like, what is she gonna do next?
Oh yeah, so this is the cork. It's it's got the
it's a wine opener. So now the dude that sold it to me, because I'm an easy sell, was like, this will never break. You don't need batteries. You can bang it on the table.
And how many times, I don't know about you guys, but how many times have you gotten your opener stuck and it's, the cork is broke, or, I've been there. I've gotten a screwdriver. Okay. I've done a lot of things. So,
well, let me ask you this. If your cork breaks off into the wine, do you just throw that whole bottle away?
Absolutely not. Like I will go to the ends of the earth to figure out how to.
Good answer.
To open it, or I'll still drink it. It doesn't matter. No.
A little cork never hurt nobody.
Absolutely not. You don't waste that wine. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I can show you how to open this.
Should we demonstrate that now? I think we could.
as well.
All of this.
We're here. I got it in my hands.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I've not done it myself. I just watched the dude do it that sold it to me. So we'll see if it even works. So you push it down. The needle goes down in there.
This looks smooth.
And then you... oh, I see.
Oh, no.
I didn't do something right. You think we should read directions?
No, who needs directions?
Oh, I remember now. You gotta pump it up with air. That's what it is.
Okay.
I almost forgot.
Should I hold this part?
I think we're good. I think you just keep
How
going
many
until
times? Like, how do you know?
This
And it
feels-
just pops out?
I don't know. This feels oddly erotic, though. I'm not... What's going on here? Okay.
I bet the producer is getting turned on right now, you weirdos.
Not really.
Oh, yeah, you guys been married too long.
Okay.
Oh my god, I love this.
It's
gift.
probably broken now. I hope there's a warranty on.
That's alright. So we'll practice that.
Okay, so this isn't for live
We'll practice
streaming.
that. But let's see what else is in the bag. Okay.
Okay, now
Oh yeah. This,
that was the thing that excited me the most. So you can open a bottle of white wine and then you put like I think there's like a aerator or stopper that you can screw on there.
Stuff in here. Oh,
But
there's
you
an
keep-
aerator. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Does something else go on top of this? Because it looks like it
Yeah.
screws into something.
Yeah, you can either put either one on there, like the stopper or the aerator. But you keep this in the freezer and then you put this in your open bottle of wine and it chills it in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that works as good as the opener that I guess I gotta
That is.
practice with.
This is the best gift. And then look, an opener. These come in real handy. I'm not gonna take that out of the package. So yeah, it's got some aerators, some stoppers. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
I actually got you something too.
Stop it.
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
You didn't have to.
I know, but
I'm glad you did. Then.
gosh, I got you a wine purse.
Shut up. Shut up. Look at this.
I mean, like, how fitting for our.
This is all I need.
You need nothing else.
When we finally get to go back to the office, this is what I'm bringing.
You could fit some pins in there. Listen,
Nobody better say a word. I'm like, no. No, this is my coping mechanism right here. Thank you. This might be too fancy for me, but I love it and I will use it.
Awesome.
Aw.
Well, thank you so much for the gift. I think we must have been on the same page.
Oh. Well, now we've talked about our wines, not like in a super sophisticated way, just kind of what we like.
I don't think it's ever really going to be sophisticated. So that's why we asked everyone else for their knowledge and expertise and non-expertise on wine, because you definitely don't have to be an expert to enjoy a glass or a bottle.
So what do you like about Pinot Grigio in general? Because I think it's fascinating that we did not communicate
No, we did
before
not.
this show, and we both picked the same type of wine.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. You know how I think you can probably relate to this, and we probably talked about it before, just what kind of like wine mood you're in, and you stay in that stage for a little while. And like I was drinking some reds there for a minute when it was super cold, and but I love it. I don't like sweet, super sweet. That's not really my thing. It's not
Same.
yours either. Yeah. I don't know. Pinot Grigio is probably my favorite. It's smooth. It's not too sweet.
Here's to you.
Yeah, here's
Yeah,
to you.
here's to you.
So yeah. What about you?
It's one of my favorites just because, same thing, it's not too sweet, not too dry for me anyway. And it's just an easy sipping drink. I mean,
Yeah.
can't go wrong with it, but I don't know. We'd like to hear what our audience thinks about
Do
a
we
Pinot
have an
Gris.
audience?
Pinot Gris. Right on.
All right.
We got some fans out there. That's nice
Nice.
to hear. So So let's get on to our wine of the week. What are we going to whine about this week?
Oh yeah, this is going to be the best part. I already forgot what I was whining about because I have like so many wines.
Yeah, it gets like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah. I think this is a weird time. So I think a lot of people have things to whine about for sure.
Yeah, it feels super petty to whine about stupid shit, but yet here I am. So my whine this week was like just preparing for this show tonight. I fretted about what to wear. I hated my hair, so I even went out and got my hair done last week. Got it cut, colored, styled. Tried on about 15 different outfits. Didn't like how any of them looked. And you know what? It didn't matter in the end because I was running so late with work today. I didn't get to do my hair. Didn't get to really do my makeup. Didn't really get a chance to like get put together how I like. So I'm like, dang. But I'm surprised how much I still, at this age, which it's 50 something, and that's all you need to know. I do worry about my appearance and how I look, and I feel like I'm in a weird place with everything because I can't really dress like a teenager anymore, showing off my midriff and
You could.
my big thighs.
You can.
I know I can, but that would look silly. But I don't want to be all frumpy and look like I'm 50 some years old either. So I don't know. I need some help. I need some suggestions.
Well, I'm right there with you. I can't even get in to see my beautician because she is backed up until April. Does anybody else have that problem right now? I'm gonna have to go to a stranger to do my hair because I cannot get in. So I feel you. I totally understand. I'm right there with you. I think we all struggle with that on a daily basis. I was the same way when we started to do this. I was like, I'm gonna go on live. I was hyperventilating.
Cute, though it looks good.
I sprayed my hair with root spray because my gray roots are so bad.
Good. I had to pull this mess up and because I didn't have time to do anything.
A lot of people are fascinated by this.
But I'm just like, I'm feeling for you because you're like, I have to go to a stranger beautician. I think women in general put more thought into switching beauticians than they do an OBGYN. Like you wouldn't think of a thought of another doctor down there checking out your hoo-ha.
I would agree with that. Like I'd be like, okay, like if you have a different doctor, I'm cool with that.
But let somebody else touch your hair?
No.
You can touch here, not there.
I agree.
How messed up is that?
It's pretty messed up. But how many people see down there? Depends on who you are.
I was like,
sorry.
I'm not here to slut shame anyone. So, but yeah, good point. Yeah, this is what people see first. Should see first.
Way too hard. I think we should cut.
Okay, let's go on to the next topic.
Anyway, yeah, but you're right. Yeah.
Hoo-ha.
Please share your comments on how our podcast is going.
There's a comment here. Did she just say hoo-ha?
I said hoo-ha because I didn't want to say vagina on a live stream.
Okay.
You know what word I refuse to say out of my mouth is the other word, the P word for that. I do not say that word. This is a nasty word.
Well, you have a cat here. Do you
I would not even.
You wouldn't even call your cat that?
Mm-mm. I do not like that word.
Aww.
It's so dirty. And I'm not like.
The C word?
Oh my God.
You're not even in this podcast. Why is our producer talking?
Look that up, Jamie.
Jamie. This isn't Joe Rogan. He probably wouldn't have the guts to be on our show. So speaking of which, we are looking for guests. We would love to have guests on our show to talk about wine, whine about whatever other topics you would like to get off your chest or just have a discussion about, we're here for you. The Shepherd Sisters will be
We'll
here
solve
to
all
support.
your life problems. Counsel you. We'll be your life coach. We'll drink wine with you. We'll give you advice. Yeah.
Yes, we are definitely here for you.
Absolutely.
But in lieu of a guest, let's read our first email,
But
shall we?
No, I didn't even get to wine.
Oh, okay. I'll let you whine, and then
See,
we'll read some.
we can
announces.
already tell how this is going to go.
Uh-huh. We're gonna fight. I think that's how this is gonna go.
I can't wait. Oh my gosh, one time we're going to talk about our first sister fight.
Oh yes, we do need to discuss
We'll save that. We'll
Okay.
save that. Our first and only sister fight.
Yeah,
right?
to this point, yeah.
To this point, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long run.
I
That's a
know.
really long
I
run.
can't even say that to the man I'm married to. I can't even say that about him.
Right. We may have mail. I think we have mail. So anyways, what I'm whining about is, well, I thought about this a little bit, and I was just gonna whine about how hard it is to, or how different it has been to be social since COVID, especially being, unmarried and single, and I work from home at least 3 days a week. So I'm, by myself a lot. I have a daughter in college, and people don't do a lot of stuff, or it's hard to kind of get into different things, and maybe it's me more, not pushing myself because, we've been quarantined and just in the house and all that. And so I think that's my whine, is just finding like that social network and doing more things outside of the house. And I think other people are struggling with that. I don't know, for sure. That's why I was like, I'm going to mention it, today, if other people are having some of those struggles.
Look, Whitney says I love the C word.
Oh my God.
And Lana says the bottle is pretty.
Oh.
Aw.
Haley says I'm dead. Patsy says you all look great, my girls.
Oh.
Oh, I love it.
Oh. See,
How's
we're
the-
crushing it.
I love the C
See,
word
Cheers
too.
to you. How's the angle? Is the angle good? Or should we?
Y'all look great.
Aww.
Oh. Thanks,
Guys?
producer Terry.
And so, yeah, that's what I'm whining about is, I used to play bingo on Monday.
Wait a minute, how old are you?
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm whining right now.
29.
39. 39. And so, just getting out there. And so, like, Saturday night, I went to this concert with a friend. And then afterwards, we went to a bar. And typically this bar, which I don't typically go out like that anymore or anything, but this bar usually was like jumping and everything. The bar was dead. Like, people just aren't out doing things. Not that I'm saying, bar hopping is what I'm talking about, but it just seems like, people just aren't doing as
you would
much.
think on a Saturday you could go into any given bar and it would be packed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm just saying that things are different.
Yeah, and I think they'll be different for a while. It is strange times, and even though I feel like a lot of people are like, screw it, I'm going out, I'm living my life, it still doesn't feel normal yet. And yeah, I'm with you on that. Even though I try to stay active and do different things, I feel like, socializing is very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then working from home, I have found that, if you're home all day and you're working, and then after you're finished working, you don't feel like going, because when you're at work, you're like, oh, all I want to do is get home and relax. When you're already home and then you're done working, I've worked just as hard if I was in the office, so I really don't feel like going out. So it feels kind of stir crazy to be home that long, and
Absolutely.
so it's kind of a, Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
little bit
I
of
work from home as well for the most part, and yeah, it is crazy that like after my work day, I'm tired. I think I work more working from home than I did in the office because I'll work right there. There's no separation. I'll work right through lunch. I'll just keep plugging away.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I thought that, okay, this is my biggest disappointment because I thought, oh, working from home all the time, I'll have all this extra time. I'll get up extra early, work out every day.
Right.
And that has not happened.
Yep.
And then after work, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go anywhere,
Yep.
especially to the gym. So still trying to find my way through all this.
Yeah.
We'll get there, but.
Yeah. And so if anybody else feels like that or, has any suggestions on how to kind of get out of that rut too, that's a good topic.
Yeah, let us know about your new normal, which if I ever hear that again, I'll just scream.
For sure. I'm tired of hearing it.
Just said it.
Yeah.
Boy, he said, well, you just said it. All right. Let's
Anyway,
We just
moving
lost a
on.
viewer.
move on. Yeah. Probably because I said that word. They were like, oh, she just lost it for me.
I'm sure it was producer Terry's fault. Opening his big mouth. We need more wine.
Right? Which one are we going to taste first?
We can't open it. The bottle
Okay.
opener doesn't.
Oh, okay. I got you, fam. I'll hook it up. Which one do you guys want me to open?
I don't know.
While you do your thing.
You
It
tell
doesn't
us.
matter.
It doesn't matter.
Let's try the fancy one
Okay.
since I've already screwed up that cork.
Okay, so we talked about what we're whining about this week. I don't think we had very legitimate wines in the whole scheme of things. I
They
mean,
felt legit to
but
me.
they are legit to
Yeah.
us for sure.
Yeah.
But we did get mail. We have some mail. We had some comments of people that wanted to share with us what they wanted to whine about this week. So go ahead, Ricki.
I'm so excited. Our first email was from Kelly. Hi,
What's
Kelly.
up, Kelly?
So, Kelly.
Before she reads this, you had some typos, but we're gonna go ahead and improvise on this, okay?
It's probably because she was drinking wine.
You
while
probably
she was
were. How many bottles
typing.
did you have?
Let's see. I'd like to whine about how men still mansplain things to me.
I get that.
Terry. I'm 52. Poker, football, cars, mortgages. Hey, you can relate to that. Mortgages.
For sure.
And all these other things that are, predominantly male interests. But she's saying I typically know more about those than men. Yeah, so why is it that men still talk to us like, what's that movie or show? Mad Men? Like, oh, they're there, honey. Go get me some coffee.
Or stand there and look pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think, okay, here's my theory, is that they're losing their hold, their control over women. And so in order to make themselves feel superior, they're like, I'm still going to talk down to you and keep you kind of in your place. You're my equal, but I'm going to have to explain to you why.
Yeah, I think that too, if a man comes across like a woman that is intelligent and, she has like the whole package, it's very intimidating.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you think that's a sign of something else?
LDE.
LDE. That's awesome. I think I've met some men with that. They radiate it anyway.
Oh, I've met anyway.
Bro.
But we don't single anyone out on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, I think it's intimidating for a man. I think also they still have that, puff their chest syndrome. Look at me, I'm so strong, I'm so smart, I'm so whatever. Which is sometimes, kind of attractive. And then it gets old. It's like, okay, like, I'm more than just a pretty face.
Yeah.
I have a brain.
Setting. Setting.
Kelly also says that she knows a lot about local wineries, which our show will be going on the road here at some point. We already have our invite to our first local winery, and this is your first clue.
Oh, a field trip.
But I know, but
Woo!
Creek Winery. So once the weather breaks a little bit, we'll be maybe once a month doing a tour.
Hurry up
Doing
and
a
drink your
stop.
wine so you can taste this one.
Yeah. So I'm talking too much. This is weird. It's like I usually drink more than I talk, and this time I'm talking
No, you're
more
talking
than I
and
drink.
not drinking.
So thank you, Kelly. Sorry we don't have a clear-cut answer for you and the mansplaining phenomena. But we'll put some more thought into that one.
Yes.
Or maybe you can come
We
on
can
as a
come back
guest
to that.
and we can
we could talk about it more.
We can do a deep dive.
Yeah. Or we could have some male guests on and have them explain why.
I like that.
That would be a good one.
But not you, producer Terry.
Yeah, because you have
Sorry.
a job to do.
Sorry. Love you, honey.
Love you.
Okay, our next email is from Casey, who happens to be my cousin. And she's giving us a list of wines to try and review on the upcoming shows. So one of them is wow, we have the same taste in wines. The Miomi, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, Miomi Pinot Noir, that's one of my go-tos, and Hobnob, and the Josh Pinot Noir, and Cab Sauv, yeah. Oh, and her Never Fail Echo Domani Pinot Grigio. Yes, when I'm at the grocery store, yeah, that's another one of my go-tos. Easy screw off. Very nice. Oh, and she's given us a recipe with for sangria.
Oh, also great homemade easy sangria.
Oh,
we may have to. We're gonna have to
okay.
post that. We'll post that on our page.
Absolutely. Thank you, Casey, and be looking for some of these wines on some upcoming podcasts.
And you may need to be a guest so that you can tell us about your expertise. And then we had another email that came in. Hold on one second, and I will read it. This came from Ed Fonts, and he is whining about this. He said, "Why do those little pieces of wire that tie the bread bag always disappear first thing when you get your bread out?"
I feel like I have the opposite problem. I feel like I have like 100 of them that end up collecting in my bread. I have a bread basket.
He's
An
talking
actual
about the
bread basket.
twisty.
Yeah, but I feel like mine always fall off and then they end up down there. So I have like way too many of them. Maybe I need to ship, and give us your address. I will ship you all of my extra bread tie thingies.
I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but I can't stand those things, and I untwist it, and I take out my bread, and then I throw the twisty thing in the trash, and then I just twist the top of the bag and fold it.
Oh, yeah.
And never use that thing because it's so annoying. And I actually had a boyfriend who was so like distraught about this, like that how dare I do that, and that why would I do that? But I don't use those, I throw them away.
Was that the breaking point in your relationship?
Well, it was the beginning of the end. I was like, I know that I'm never going to stay with this guy. Like, are you kidding me?
Never. That's it. So listen, guys.
Yeah.
If you have a thing about the twisty things, Amanda's not the girl for you. I'm just telling you.
That's
Don't even
ridiculous.
try it. Don't even try it.
Yeah.
You'll be kicked to the curb.
Yeah. And then I had one other email that came from Anna Bear, and she just shared a picture of her wine of, well, I don't know if this is her wine of choice, but it is a bottle of Trump wine.
Hey,
And,
no politics on our show.
We're definitely not talking about politics. We'll show you the picture because it's a pretty bottle.
That looks
but
nice.
I just want to know
Yeah.
if it's a good wine. It looks like a
and
rosé.
it looks like a rosé. Yeah, it says rose wine. So it it looks beautiful, and I like rose wine.
Yeah.
I don't like the sweet rose, but I like the But yeah, we're definitely not talking politics, but cool bottle.
He stole that bottle from the Lambs.
Stop it. We're gonna have to have a talk with our producer.
Yeah,
after
like we're
this.
gonna have to tape his mouth shut. Is what we're gonna have to do.
So, did you taste the new wine yet?
Yes.
And what are your thoughts on it?
It's a little drier than our Boda box.
Oh yeah, show them what we've been drinking.
Well, this was
So you saw 2 unopened bottles here, but you saw that we had glasses of wine. Yeah, we were classing it up tonight and drinking some box wine.
That's my fave so far. The
Yeah,
Boba box.
the Boda box is for sure my fave as well. This is a little bit more dry, and yeah, this is more smooth.
But the Buck Creek I've had before. I dig that.
We've not tried that yet. Yeah, we'll have to open it. I bought this for the snow in when we had the blizzard last week, and I thought I'd drink a lot more of it, but I really did not. And so I had a lot left, so that's what we're drinking.
Well, I feel like box wine gets a bad rap.
Right.
Like it's
they have a lot of
not
good
classy. But I think we classed it up over the summer when you had just a little bit of box wine left in the bag and you pulled the bag out. And
we did shots in the pool.
So here I am laying on a floaty, and she's coming around and just putting the little dispenser straight into my mouth and squirting wine in my mouth.
That's how we
now
do it.
That is classy.
That's how we do things. Cheers to you.
Oh, cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Well, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed our first live broadcast. It was gut-wrenching and anxiety-ridden for us, but we hope to make some improvements, and if you have some suggestions, feel free to drop us a line either at Facebook or our email address, which is, I gotta peek here, winetomepod @gmail.com, and wine is WINE, winetomepod@gmail.com.
And then throughout the week, we will post some inspirational quotes and memes and all of that good stuff on our website, which is Wine to Me on Facebook. And anything that you guys would like to share or talk about, you can post on our Facebook page as well, or email us for any topics that you'd like to hear. But we're looking forward to doing this. We hope that we get a little bit of a engagement and that people enjoy our time.
Well, everyone, here's to you.
Here's to you.